100%.
I expect them to score more than 27. I understand that the flow of the game had something to do with that, and they were playing catch up. I expect them to be in the 30s. I think we'll need to be in the 30s to beat them.
Yeah, and I think that we're all on the same page as that. Yeah, we need our offense. Like, this is when we need the Rhett Lashley offense. Okay, so the next question, this is from Gnarly Charlie 12. He says, how many yards does King need to throw for Miami to win against Louisville?
You go first this time.
Well, I don't think sorry, my back hurts. I keep having to move around. I can never get comfortable in this goddamn chair. My back, I have the back of an 80-year-old man. I don't think there has to be there's not a number for this question. Like, I'm not going to come out and say, well, statistics prove that he must throw for 250. I don't think that's the case at all. I think that he can have a game where he throws for 150 and rushes for 100, and we can still win. So Derek King's a lot different from other quarterbacks where he could do – he's going to do a little bit of both. Like, I think he's going to have a game where he throws for 200, maybe 225, but he's going to have a game – I think he rushes, for 90 to 100 against Louisville. Watching him run is a work of damn art, man.
Oh, it's incredible.
Is so fast in the open field. So I don't think that there's a specific number that fits this question. We just need King to get the ball into the end zone. I don't care if he's throwing it or running it. We just need points. And King can provide that in a couple different ways. So
yeah. I'm with you. I actually had the same take geared up, ready to fire when you said that, in that I don't think Derek King is that type of quarterback where he needs to have a number. For the sake of saying it, I will say I'll say 200 yards. But like, that's why it's so low. I think if Derek King throws for under 200 yards, we're probably going to struggle to put up 30 something points. I mean, we did against the UAB team, but whatever, right? I just don't think in this game, we'll probably have a difficult time putting up 30 something points because they're going to be playing a fast tempo as well. So if Derek King's not throwing for 200 yards, I will assume that there will be something wrong. But yeah, the number's low for all the reasons that you said. He could easily run for 150 yards, and we could be incredibly successful. So,
yeah, I think that we're both on the same page as far as that question. Okay, this is from Jack Fitzgerald, our boy. He says, got some over-unders for you boys. I don't even want to think about over-under because I took a few hard losses this past weekend again. Dude, this is beside the point, but man, I got to find a new hobby besides betting on sports because, my God. I think the only ones that I won was I bet Georgia Tech to cover, which they did against Florida State, and I bet the under for that game. So thanks, FSU, for sucking. You made me some money. But back to Jack's question. He said, got some over-under for you boys. The first one, Tutu Atwell, 100 receiving yards. Do you go over or under on that?
I would a very comfortable over.
Yeah, I'm saying over. Okay,
that's a confidence bet for me.
Yeah, I'm betting the mortgage on over on that one. Okay, the next one is Cam Harris, 100 rushing yards.
I think he'll be right around there, but I'm going to say under, just because I think we switch it up and I think we get Chaney and Knighton involved.
Okay.
So I think Cam Harris will be in that like 80 to 110 yard rushing range. But I'm just going to say under because I think Rooster and Don Chaney get a lot of play as well.
All right. I'm going over on this one. I think he's going to finish with like 110, 115 yards. I really liked what I saw from Cam Harris last week. And
he's great.
We were on my couch last week watching the game where you said, he could be like a Doak Walker candidate or something like that.
Yeah. Yep.
He's good, man.
Yeah, I think he'll have an incredible year. If anyone wins an award this year, I guess it could be Brevin. I don't know.
I think it could be King, honestly.
Yeah.
I think King could win something. Okay, so two more from Jack. He says, De'Aaron King, 350 total yards and three total touchdowns. Going over or under?
Oh man, that's a risky bet. Having both. I'm going to go over.
On both.
Yeah, well, does it count if you tie, or can we set the line at 2.5 touchdowns instead of 3?
Ooh, you're a betting man. I like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do two and a half touchdowns.
Okay, if we're going 350 yards and 2.5 touchdowns, dude, give me the over on both. I'm excited for this game. De'Aaron King, dude.
I am I'm gonna go under on 350 total yards, but I'm gonna go over on 2.5 total touchdowns.
Okay.
I think that's fair. Fair. Okay, and the last one, Kane's defense forces 1.5 turnovers.
Oh, yikes.
I'm going the under on that one.
Yeah.
I say we force 1 turnover.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go under on that as well.
Yeah,
I will say this, though.
It made me mad, or it upset me that we didn't force 1 turnover last week. I mean, Johnston he made some plays, but there were several times where we could have picked off a pass.
So I have a quick question. This is kind of off topic, but you did a deep dive into UAB before the game. How did they perform as to your expectations? Did they look? To me, they didn't look as good as I expected.
They were, they were on par for what I expected. I thought that they were going to be able to run the ball in the first half, which they did. But in the second half, I said that the Canes defense would clamp down a little bit more, which they did. So honestly, everything was right as I thought, to be completely honest.
Okay. So. Well, and you're predicting 3 losses at least. So so what does that say, people?
People need to give me my credit, man, because I've been right on a lot of these predictions.
Yeah.
No, I need to respect Honest Marsh.
Honest Marsh. Dude, I don't know, people don't want you to be honest right now. They want you to be hyped.
Exactly. But I still am hyped. I really liked what I saw for the most part. Okay, let's do 2 more questions. So the first one is from Casey. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Nevajay? I don't know. But I like this one. He says, in your educated opinion, thank you for that, what's the likelihood that FSU is trying to use these lax COVID-19 policies to sabotage their season and avoid this ass whooping on the 26th? Hashtag conspiracy, hashtag oh well.
This is great. This is a great question.
I love it. FSU. Woo! Oh, those bum ass Seminoles. They looked horrible. They looked awful. How do you freaking trot out this team? Oh, you suck. You suck, Mike Norvell. 16-13 at home, and they had like half that stadium filled.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell is going on in the minds of these people in Tallahassee, but good God, you really think James Blackman is the right guy? Oh, they suck.
Yeah, they do. They're really bad. And like, they fooled me, because I was watching that first quarter. I was like, okay, they're moving the ball pretty well. Like, oh, dude, the wheels came off hard.
And I love it. I love it, man. Like,
it was like, have you ever seen those Red Bull like tournaments where people build their own aircraft and then push it off of a high dive?
I have not.
That's kind of what it was like watching the Florida State team, because it was a big, pretty man-made aircraft. And they're like rolling it down the thing. You're like, hey, maybe it might glide or something. And then it just nosedived into the water.
Yeah, I mean, they looked rough.
It was bad.
They looked really, really rough. But yeah, maybe they are trying to sabotage. I don't know.
I learned a very important lesson: not to give an analysis on a team in the first quarter of the opening game of the season.
Yeah, I think that's fair. We have the chance to beat them by like 20, 25 points next weekend.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to happen because Florida State Miami is usually not a blowout, but
yeah,
they looked rough.
They did look rough. That was very bad.
They looked very bad. Okay, last question. And also we have like 40 questions, so thank you everyone for for sending in those questions. We can't get to them all today, but just want to thank everyone for doing this. Okay, this is from our boy Travis Bruce. He asked if you could build an offense using players from the golden era to present to beat Clemson this year, who would be your quarterback, 4 wide receivers, 2 tight ends, 2 running backs, and starting O-line? Good Lord. All right, are you ready?
Yeah, hold on. Let me pull up this question so I can. Okay, do you want me to go first or you?
We could do it just side by side, take each position. Okay, so let's start off with quarterback.
Do you want to go Brad Kaya or Stephen Morris? Because I think Kaya is better, but Stephen Morris had I feel like he had more firepower.
I'm gonna say Brad Kaya just because Kaya played a lot better against these kind of teams. I mean, you looked at Morris and he struggled against Florida State, but Kaya played really well against those really good Florida State teams. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Brad Kaya as the quarterback.
Okay, I'm with you there. I mean, you know me, I love Brad. He was easily the best quarterback that we've had since Brock Berlin, maybe even better than Brock. Well, I don't know. I didn't watch enough Brock Berlin, honestly. But
okay, like in 3 games. He also had Taylor on defense.
Yeah, well, I'll say that Brad Kaya was easily our best quarterback since Brock Berlin. So I'm all aboard with Brad.
Okay. All right, 2 running backs.
Duke Johnson, easy.
Yeah.
And then did Lamar Miller, was he gone before Golden left?
He was there in Golden's first year. So I'm going Duke Johnson and Lamar Miller.
Okay, yeah, you have to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Who are you going to put? Yerby? Come on. Okay.
Yerby. Yeah.
4 wide receivers. Oh, God, who is there? Okay, Philip Dorsett, Allen Hurns.
Is Travis Benjamin eligible?
I do not think Travis Benjamin was there.
Okay.
Who the hell was there?
I don't know. We really weren't that great at wide receiver.
We had good players that.
What about Leonard Hankerson? Did we have Hank?
Hankerson, I don't believe was there either.
What about Herb Waters? I'm a big Herb Waters guy.
Yeah, Herb Waters was there. So yeah, I'm gonna go Philip Dorsett, Allen
Hurns, Herb Waters. Shoot.
Another guy.
We could go Braxton.
Wasn't
he recruited by Al Gold?
Or we could go Stacy Coley.
Oh, we should probably go Stacy, honestly.
Yeah, Stacy Coley. Okay, so yeah, Hurns, Coley, Herb Waters, Allen Hurns, Stacy Coley, and Philip Dorsett. It's not a bad set of receivers.
It's really not. Mm-mm. Dude, I'm so excited to put Clive Walford on this list.
I was just about to say, yeah, tight ends. Definitely one of them is Clive Walford. Who would be the other one?
David Njoku, does he count?
Yeah, he counts. He was there like 15 and 16. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you could say David Njoku. Yeah, Njoku would be fine. As far as offensive line, I have no idea. Can I be honest?
I mean, should we just say from 2013 to 2014, we had a really great line. Mm-hmm. I can't remember all the dudes on there, but it was like Eric Flowers, one of the McDermott brothers. Who's the dude that's playing guard at Jacksonville? Pretty sure he was on that team.
Calais Campbell?
No.
This era I'm not as bright on. So
Dude, honestly, like the more episodes we do, like the less knowledge that I retain, because like my brain can only hold so